And welcome back. Tom Hartman here with you. And we've been talking, over the last couple of hours. We've actually talked about a lot of things. One of the things we've managed to avoid talking about is wieners. But Dan Weber is on the line with us. He's with the Association of Mature American Citizens, AMAC.us. And we've talked about Medicare and how. Well, I don't want to relitigate the entire thing. Maybe we will with Dan. Dan, first of all, what is AMAC?
Association of Mature American Citizens.
Right, I just said that, but I mean, what do you do? And I understand that you're kind of like a conservative alternative to
AARP.
To AARP.
Right,
Isn't there like a liberal alternative to AARP out there too?
Well, it's hard to find another organization more liberal than AARP for seniors.
Well, I would disagree with that. They supported the whole, Bush thing to Medicare Part C and D to drill holes in Medicare and hand it off to corporations so that they could sell the insurance and make a buck.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
I mean, that's what I said. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. But in any case, you say that we're kicking the Medicare can. And the government should go back to the drawing board and create a program that works. I agree.
Right.
And I'm just wondering where we may disagree, you as a conservative, me as a liberal, on this. It seems to me that the current program started out as FISH. It was a single-payer health care program run by the government when Lyndon Johnson put it into place in 1965, first proposed it in 1964. And that in 2003, when the Bushies and the Republicans added the Medicare Part C and Part D and said, we'll pay for drugs, but the government can't negotiate the prices. So, a pill that the Veterans Administration buys for 10 cents, Medicare has to pay $12 for an antibiotic, these kinds of things, that these were just attempts to, first of all, transfer hundreds of billions of dollars to private health insurance companies and to private drug companies, which has happened, and therefore cripple and weaken Medicare and move people actually out of Medicare and into private health insurance, known as Medicare Advantage, without them even realizing that they're leaving Medicare. And it's being paid for by the federal government by automatic deductions from Social Security and checks at their back. And so it was fish, and now it's not even fowl yet. It's neither fish nor fowl. It's this weird hybrid that is imploding.
Well, you failed to mention with Medicare Advantage, the average senior who enrolls saves about $2,000 to $3,000 a year.
But you and I don't as taxpayers.
Well, let's think about the elderly people on.
Hang on just a second. Where's that money coming from?
The $2,000 to $3,000?
Yes.
That's coming out of Medicare.
Right. It's coming out of the federal government, right?
Where does the basic Medicare come from?
Well, out of the federal government. But with Medicare Part C, because it's administered by a for-profit corporation, if that for-profit corporation is going to skim 30% off the top as profit, and it's being paid for by the federal government, which is you and me, that it may save their customers money, but it's screwing everybody else in America.
Nah, it helps the elderly people. When you save, like my mother-in-law saved $2,300 a year, 85 years old, out of her pocket, her total income is $12,000. That's a good thing. Medicare Advantage was good. But you want to talk about positive ideas?
No, wait a minute. That is not a good thing. Because that $2,000 that she saved started out as $4,000 of your and my tax dollars.
Right. You're in a high tax bracket, I take it.
Well, it doesn't matter what my tax bracket is. It started out as our tax dollars. The fact of the matter is that if she saved $2,000, if it had just been pure government Medicare, it would have cost us $2,000. But because she saved $2,000 by laundering the money through a for-profit company, Tom, it cost us $3,000.
Your mistake. Your mistake is she was using $2,300 of her money to buy a Medicare supplement from AARP.
Right.
If she didn't have the Medicare supplement, when she went and got her carotid artery done, which would probably be prohibited under Obamacare, by the way.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
When she got that done, her supplement paid for the deductible. Medicare Advantage includes the deductible. So she saved $2,300 a year out of her own pocket.
Right. No, I am agreeing with you that what has happened is that the Republicans have changed Medicare to a program where if you buy the corporate version of it that pretends to be Medicare, it calls itself Medicare Advantage, but the only involvement of the government is that the government automatically deducts $125 from your Social Security check and hands it off to United Healthcare, and then the government writes a check in the back, through the back door to United Healthcare for a couple $1,000 a year for each enrollee. So what it's doing is it's bankrupting our government. It's making more profit for the private for-profit health insurance companies.
Right.
And yeah, your mom is doing better with it. But I think she'd do even better, and you and I as taxpayers would save some money if Stephen J. Hemsley and his $100 million a year income was not stuck in the middle of it.
Well, let's talk for a minute about the average American instead of the millionaires and billionaires.
But it's the millionaires and billionaires who have put themselves between the average American and the government that is paying the bills.
You want to bash billionaires. I want to help the seniors.
I don't want to bash billionaires. I want them to get out of the way. I want to get them out of Medicare so the seniors can get a decent program.
Okay, then let's talk about what we agree on. We agree, President Obama and Ryan both agree that Medicare is failing, yes or no?
No. President Obama, failing is the wrong word.
If we fail to act, it'll go bankrupt. Didn't President Obama say those very words?
Yeah, if down at some point down the road, 10, 20, 30 years down the road. I mean, the projections for the bankruptcy of Medicare have you go back to 1977. The projections have always been, 5 years out it's going to fail, and it never has. But the fact of the matter is that the reason why Medicare is in trouble is in large part because of Medicare Part C and Medicare Part D, where the Republicans said, okay, we're going to bring in the private corporations because they're so much more efficient, and they, in fact, are sucking 30% out of the money that shouldn't, and then it's going to profit. You got over 100 executives at United Healthcare making over $1 million a year. You got AARP skimming their money off the top.
They're executives,
you got,
right.
It's like every Medicare Advantage, not Medicare itself, but Medicare Advantage, the corporate version of Medicare has become a honeypot that everybody in the honey version, not the sewage version of it.
11 million Americans that are saving $2,300 on average by not having to buy Medicare supplements because they got into Medicare Advantage.
And it's breaking the back of Medicare.
No, it's not. But let's talk about things we agree on, okay? Things have got to be done about Medicare, or you don't agree with that.
Go ahead.
We've got to make changes. We've got to reduce costs, right?
I think that taking the profit motive out would be a great place to start.
Oh, no. See, I 100% opposite. We've got to put in the profit motive, and that'll save money.
So right now, you've got health insurance company. We have the most expensive health care in the world because our health insurance companies are taking anywhere from 20 to 40% profit for every $100 that we spend on health care through United Healthcare and one of these other companies. 20 to 40 cents of that $100 or of that dollar is going to pay absurd salaries for CEOs. And whereas every $100 that goes through Social Security or Medicare, $3 goes to pay for the bureaucracy.
Guy. Isn't honestly most of the profit from a corporation go to the stockholders?
Yeah.
Okay, and who owns? Have you checked in to see who owns these outfits?
Yeah, the majority, more than 80% of the total value of all stock held in the United States is held by the top 1.5% of Americans.
You're dead
the rich
wrong.
People.
You are dead wrong. Whoever gave you those figures need to head examined.
I read it in Financial Times.
I checked. I bought stock in Hartford Insurance, and I found out that 85% of Hartford Insurance was owned by institutional investors. Now, guess who the institutional investors are? California State Retirement System, New York State Retirement System.
Yeah, there are some substantial institutional investors, but if those are corporate investors. But if you're looking at people who own stock, over 80% of the stock in this country is owned by about 1.5% of the very wealthy people.
Come on, be honest. You know better.
All right. You made your point, Dan. Dan Weber, amac.us. Dan, thanks for dropping by.
Great talking to you, Tom.
Good talking.